So good morning to electrical engineering students, third semester students. Now our subject is engineering mathematics 3 and we'll start chapter 6. Its name is numerical methods. Numerical methods, it has some contents. First one is introduction. Then we'll discuss about algebraic and transcendental equation. Then iterative method. Then solution by bisection method. Then solution by Newton-Raphson method. So let us start introduction. In scientific and engineering studies, a frequently occurring problem is to find the roots of the equation of the form f of x equal to 0. Means we have to find the roots of the equation f of x equal to 0. If f of x is a quadratic, cubic or biquadratic expression, then algebraic formulae are available for finding the roots. On the other hand, if f of x is a polynomial of higher degree or an expression involving transcendental function, algebraic methods are not available for finding roots. In such cases, we have to take help of numerical methods for finding an approximate roots of the equation. So this is your introduction. Then we will start. What is the algebraic and transcendental equation? The equation f of x equal to 0 is algebraic if f of x is purely a polynomial in x. Purely means no other function will be present, only the x power will be present. Clear? So for example, x is cube minus x plus 1 equal to 0. So this is known as algebraic equation. Similarly, a non-algebraic equation is called a transcendental equation. Non-algebraic means which is not a algebraic. So example, cos x minus x into e to the power x equal to 0. This is known as transcendental equation. Clear? Now, what is the iterative method? This method consists of repeated execution of the same process, where at each step the result of the preceding step is used. This is known as iteration process and is repeated till the result is obtained to a desired degree of accuracy. Then come to solution by numerical method. This chapter involve only the different types of equations such as either algebraic or transcendental, and our main target is to find the solution those equations by numerical methods. Okay, so solution by numerical methods. So there are different types of methods to solve the algebraic and transcendental equation. But in diploma syllabus, we have only two methods. One is bisection method, another is Newton-Raphson method. Newton-Raphson method also written as NR method. Clear? So next come to bisection method, which is a very important method. If a function f of x is continuous in the closed interval a and b, suppose a and b point are their closed interval we are taking, and f of x will be given. F of a and f of b are of opposite sign. Means whenever you will find you will put this value a in x, so it will becomes f of a. When you will apply b in x, it will becomes f of b. So you will get the value if their value they are opposite sign. Their value of opposite sign. Suppose this is plus 2, this is minus 3. Means opposite sign. Then there exists at least one real root of f of x equal to 0 between a and b. Suppose f of a and f of b are of opposite sign. That means we will be confirmed that the root lies in that interval. Clear? Then come to this is the figure of the bisection method. Suppose a and b is the interval. Okay. So a and b, you can see this is positive, this is your negative. Clear? That means the root is this one. Similarly, we are finding x2. Suppose this is your x1, this is your x2 you will find, then x3, then x3. Clear? So similarly, we have to find the roots which is closer to the value of f of x. Clear? Then working procedure for this bisection method. Let f of x equal to 0 be either algebraic or transcendental equation. Then successive approximation to its roots are obtained as per the following steps. First step, choose two values x equal to a and x equal to b such that f of a and f of b are of opposite sign. That is, f of a into f of b less than 0. Okay, so we have to choose. Second step, if a less than b, then the root lies in the interval a comma b, and the first approximation root is the midpoint of ab. That is the formula for x1. This is known as first approximation root. x1 equals to a plus b by 2. Clear? This is the second step. Then come to third step. If f of x1, already you have obtained your x1 by using the help of a plus b by 2. So then after you will put this value x1 in your function. So if f of x1 equal to 0, then x1 is the root of the equation. Clear? Else if otherwise, if f of a and f of x1 are of opposite sign, then second approximation root is x2 equals to a plus x1 by 2. Clear? Similarly, if it will in the same sign, that means we have to test for another interval x1 and b, means total a and b interval is divided into two parts. One is a to x1, another is x1 to b. So we are testing here from a to x1. If they are opposite sign, means root lies in that interval. Otherwise, it will lies in another interval x1 and b. If lies in this interval, how can we check lies in this interval? Means their functional value must be opposite side. Then the root is x2 equals to b plus x1 by 2. So either this or this one. Then step 4. That means x2 we can find out. Repeat the above procedure to obtain the successive approximation roots x3, x4 and so on, until getting desired accuracy, that is correct up to 1 decimal places or 2 decimal places or in 3 stages or 4 stages likewise. So we have to obey this rule, then we will close, then we will find the roots up to this result. Clear? Now we will discuss about the what is desired accuracy, what is the meaning of correct up to 1 decimal places, 2 decimal places. So let us come. Correct up to 1 decimal places means the first digit after decimal point is same in previous stage and current stage. Similarly, correct up to 2 decimal places means the first 2 digits after decimal point are same in previous stage and current stage. 3 or 4 stages means repeat the method 3 times or 4 times. Clear? Then we will start the example so that you can clear about the bisection method. The question is given, find the root of the following equation using the bisection method. Correct up to 2 decimal places, x cube minus 5s plus 1 equal to 0, which lies between 2 and 3. Means clearly here the function is given and this function is known as algebraic function. Clear? And also the interval is also given which lies in 2 and 3. So solution, given f of s equals to x cube minus 5s plus 1 and root lies in between 2 and 3. So let us test f of 2, whether we will test root lies in 2 and 3, means f of 2 and f of 3 must be opposite sign according to our theory. So let us check here. F of 2 means we will apply here f of x formula is this one. We will put x equals to 2 in left hand side and in the right hand side. So we will get its value equals to minus 1, then which is a negative. Similarly, f of 3 equals to 13, which is positive. That means f of t and f of 3, f of 2 and f of 3 both are in opposite sign. That's why the root lies in between 2 and 3. Clear? Then after once obtain the interval means ab equals to 2, 3, we will start our first approximation root, that is x1. So this is the graph. The in a real number line 2 is here, 3 is here. In 2 at 2 point function is negative. At 3 point function is positive, means they are opposite sign. Then we will start the first approximation x1 equal to 2 plus 3. Formula is a plus b by 2. So 2 plus 3 by 2, that equals to 2.5. Means they are middle point. Okay, that means x1 will lies here and we will test this x1 in this function. Okay, so we'll check whether this is positive or negative. So f of 2.5 means this is your 2.5. F of 2.5 we will apply here in place of x. So it will gives 4.125, which is a positive value. So we write it's positive. That means the next root lies in either in 2 to x1 or in x1 to 3. The rules are the lies in those interval which interval consisting negative and positive symbol. Means in this interval you can see both are having positive, means roots never lies in this interval. That means here negative and positive means your next approximation root must be lies in 2 and x1. Clear? That's why we are writing root lies in between 2 and 2.5 because x1 is 2.5. Clear? Then after next step is x2 equals 2. The middle point of 2 and 2.5 means 2 plus 2.5 by 2, that is 2.25. So we are assigning here. Then again we will apply x2 in your function. It will gives you positive value. That means we are mentioning here positive. Similarly, the next root lies in negative positive interval, means here is negative positive, but here positive negative, so never it will lies, so it must lies in 2 and x2. And x2 is how much? 2.25. Means we will write root lies in between 2 and 2.5. The next approximation, x3 equal to 2 plus 2.25 by 2. 2 plus 2.25 by 2. By mistake I am writing 2.5. Clear? So it is 2.25 by 2. That equals to 2.125. That means we have to draw 2 and 2.25. Clear? Then in between 2 and 2.5, the next approximation, its name is x3, and after applying your functional value gives negative, so we are writing negative. Here negative means same symbol, means your root never lies in this interval, means it will lies in x3 and 2.25. Clear? That means we are writing, so root lies between 2.125 and 2.25. 2.125 means that is the result of x3. Clear? Then after next approximation, x4 equals to the middle point of 2.125 and 2.25. So we are writing here that equals to 2.1875. So by using this graph, applying in functional value, we are getting at x4 it's positive. So negative positive means root lies in between 2.125 and x4. x4 means 2.1875. Means next approximation x5 equals to 2.125 plus 2.1875 divided by 2. So we can apply here. So its result equal to 2.15625. Similarly, this is your x5. Again we will apply in our function, it will give positive, so that's why we are writing positive. So again negative positive means it will lies in between 2.125 and x5. So x5 means 2.125, x5 means 2.15625. Means their middle point is x6, its value is 2.140625. So again we are mentioning here, this is your x6, again this is positive according to our functional value. So positive negative means lies in between 2.125 and x6. So that's why we are writing here. So that root lies in between 2.125 and 2.140625, which is your x2. Then next approximation is their middle point, means this is the formula, middle point formula. That equals to 2.1328125. Means at this point we are mentioned this is x7 and we test in a function, its functional value is positive. That's why we are mentioning here positive. This is also positive. Clear? So here negative positive means again next root lies in between 2.125 and x7. x7 means 2.1328125. Means we are writing here. Means next approximation lies in between 2.125 and 2.1328125. So similarly x8 equals to their middle point, means addition of two number by 2. So we are obtaining 2.12890625. Clear? So this is mentioned as x8 and this is also positive. Negative positive means root lies in between 2.125 and x8. Clear? After that again we will find the next approximation x9 equals to middle term of this means divided by 2. That equals to 2.126953125. And your question is asking that find the root correct up to 2 decimal places. 2 decimal places means 2.1289, 2.1289. Here 1, 2 are same. So hence the root is 2.12. Thank you.